And we are live. I need to do an intro this time. It's been so long. Hey guys, so welcome to this market update. Again, no intro, go a little crazy. We haven't done this shit for 2 months, so a lot has changed in 2 months. How's it going, David?
Yeah, there's been a lot that's going on lately. You had the new Fed chair come in. You had the Fed meeting the other day. And yes, they kept rates the same, but they did give an outlook that they're not going to do business as usual. And things are changing.
So yes, if you got that, and David's out and about. He's enjoying San Diego. He's at the fair. But yeah, as he said, I mean, I know no rate change right now, but let's look in the future. I still think rates are going to get better as time progresses. But also, too, I'm going to pull it up right now, our mortgage rate daily, and you'll kind of give some insight. I'm going to bring this up right now. Dave, you want to talk about anything while I bring this up?
Hold on, I got to get out of this tunnel.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up right now. Mortgage rate daily.
There we go.
So
that's because we're doing this. There we go. Okay, say that again. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
All right, so I just brought mortgage rate daily up right now. So you can kind of see the market. The market fluctuates all the time. We saw that little dip. I mean, yes, when they talked, the new Fed chair talked, it really didn't help out. But it's always just watch the market. I mean, the rates are going to fluctuate, as you kind of see on a daily basis. We had that little slight dip, went up. I mean, we just closed with a client that got, I think, mid five, right, David, on a primary investment.
No, they actually, that one that we just closed ended up at 5.25.
5.25. So they got bought down the rate.
Yeah, but that.
I mean, there's definitely avenue out there. So just, I mean, yes, the rates have gone up since we've talked the beginning of this year, and there's still a chance to get lower rates, buying down the rates, things like that, getting credits. You kind of see how the market's going. If we look at the detached market, we saw, I mean, the values went back up again to the peak for the detached, close to 1.1, have gone down a tad bit to 1,094,000, but still about the same. We're starting to see more buyers in the market. So that's gonna be something interesting that's gonna kind of play out is how the next couple of months, or actually next month, because summer months usually get a little hotter. If you look at the clicker below, you'll see inventory is still under that 6,000 properties. And I think last year, correct me if I'm wrong, David, we got to around 6,000 or a little above 6,000 around August, right?
We did, and that was. We did get the market was a little bit different last year, and the funny thing is the rates were higher last year. If you look back, rates were much higher than they are now. And the interesting part about what you mentioned about the market is the market, if you're a buyer right now, it's a great time. You can squeeze things out of sellers because there's opportunity there. And, in the future, do I still think rates are going to probably come down? I think they kind of have to, because the way that the new Fed is going to measure inflation and his target is going to be totally different. Look out for this train, look out.
Oh.
So get off. I'm sorry. I almost got run over by that train. It was a close call. But I still think there's a lot of area for opportunity with rates changing and coming down, because I don't think you can really keep them where they're at, because I think it's going to hurt the market really bad. And I'm still predicting, for some strange reason, rates are going to come down before the midterms.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people predict that more recently about that stuff, about that we're going to see that. I mean, let's just be logical right here. Everyone wants to look good at the midterms, right? But if you can kind of see, I brought up mortgage rate daily. If you kind of see how the rates have been over the last year, January we were a little below 7, right? And then we saw that dip and we got down to low 6s, right? And
Yeah,
then
we did.
Now we're back up to be high 6s. Right. So, I mean, the rate fluctuates on a daily basis. The biggest. Huh?
I'm going to say it's like the Mortgage News Daily is a great, credible site. And
Yeah.
I would say the rates on there are very competitive. They're probably better than 85% of all lenders that you look at. But you can still get much better rates than what's advertised on there, depending on who you work with and depending on what that lender's overhead is. That's a key component. And with the market where it is right now, and if you're looking at it like going, could I get 6.25 versus 6.6 on an $800,000 loan? Your payment, that's a big difference. So make sure whoever you're talking to is just really keeping an eye on the market and is working with good people, because everything really matters now that the prices are so much higher.
Yeah, and the thing you got to think about too is really understanding, right? The market's going to fluctuate on a daily basis, because if you talk to people, right, beginning of this year saying, "Oh my gosh, the rates are," they say in the sixes or low. I mean, and technically, I was telling people probably in the high five, because I mean, I work with David and some other good lenders that are going to get you in the high fives when that window of time was about, right? But the rates fluctuate on a consistent basis, so you're never going to time the market. You just got to find out when the market's right for you,
You know
right?
what's interesting right now, Vinny? We didn't talk about this,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of lenders out there now who are doing free 1.0 buy downs, which means they're giving you the first year 1 percentage point lower than the market rate.
Oh
Now,
wow.
that's not all lenders. I'm just going to tell you who it is. It's mainly UWM, who is the
Okay.
largest powerhouse in mortgage, and then second is Rocket. But Rocket's not doing that because they're more interested in their money.
Yeah.
But you can get 1.0 buy down. So if the rate you're getting, let's say average, let's say it's 6.375. That means you get your first year at 5.375, which gives you a full year to adjust to everything with that new
Yeah.
house that you just bought. So that's an interesting thing, is the good lenders are giving the 1.0 buy down at no cost right now.
And have the conversations. I mean, have the conversations with two different lenders. Have the conversation with two different realtors. I mean, there's a drastic difference from everyone, right? Some people are going to know how to basically list their property and stage in the best light. Other ones, I mean, are not, right? Like, so that's the same thing with the
Yeah.
realtor and the same thing with the lender, right? Like, so understanding who you're working with can play a drastic difference on the buy side and the sell side. I mean,
It
we're
makes a
still getting
difference
a
who
lot
you're
of our
working with.
properties selling it, I mean, above list price. And on our buy side, we're still getting a lot of properties we're buying under list price. Now it all changes based off the property. What do you say, David?
I would agree 100%. Who you work with matters. Like, it's a big time thing. Look for her. Do not lose her.
So
Okay.
the one thing you guys want to think about too is basically look at I'm showing you right now. So if you look at lists of sold, right, it's still under on the attached properties, but the detached property are still sitting strong at 100%. So what they're asking for is what they're getting across the board. But again, it's not across the board. You got to know how you can leverage it, maybe even getting a credit or something like that. And then looking at the sales price, right? Attached properties have started to kind of go up again. Yes, they took a little bit of a dip, but there's still value, I think, in the attached properties if you're looking to wait it out. But the detached, I think, is really where the gold is. But again, every situation is different. Find out what you're renting right now, what you're looking to purchase. If your goal is basically 6 months to a year out, talk to myself or David. We can kind of help build you a game plan. Any last words of wisdom you want to throw out there, David?
Yes, I just thought I was going to mention this because I'm going to be dropping a new video that's going to have a more breakdown of this data. But I just thought I would mention this, how Vinny mentioned your single family homes. If you look since all of 2025 and year to date 2026, 66% of all the new construction being built is multifamily apartment complexes for rent only. So that means if you're buying a single family residence, they're going to be in the scarcity and they will be worth more money. But my new video that's dropping like it's hot will have all the data on it.
Yeah, land is key. I mean, and if you don't have the funds to buy land, I mean, then you can buy a condo if numbers work out. But again, land is key. Density levels. I mean, we've preached it for a long period of time. Thank you guys. If you have any questions, please reach out to myself or David. We're always here to help. Have a great one, guys.
Thank you.